Did you get the new song?
Okay. Welcome, one of y'all. This is episode 3 of the Naijahood NYC podcast. It's your boy Naijahood Nick. With me is my special guest. He's a legend in the game, Jamaica own. He a real rude boy, just like me, my boy, Mr. Easy, one time. One
Well,
time.
respect, brother. Respect.
Appreciate
Every
you.
time, every time, every time. Yeah,
Appreciate you
man.
coming on the show, know what I mean? Uh
Yeah.
so why don't you tell your origin, know what I mean? Like tell the people who you is, where you from.
Yeah. I'm definitely I was born in Kingston, Jamaica, a place called Mountain View. And I grew up in a parish of Trelawney, real authentic Jamaican youth, So and as you know, my name is Mr. Easy. I'm a reggae dancehall singer, you know. As you say, legendary. I've been doing this for years. I have a lot of songs under my belt, still recording currently, you know. Um, it's just putting out music, man. Love this business. When loves it up and love it down, but we always stick with it. It's just something that we love, something that I was born to do. So here I am still doing it.
All right.
Trust me.
That's dope. That's dope. And I mean, me myself, I'm Nigerian, but like I grew up listening to reggae and dancehall artists. Like I love Bob Marley.
Yeah,
Um right now my boy Vibes Cartel, he's one of my favorite artists right now. And I mean, free
right.
my Vibes Cartel, free.
Yeah, man. Vybz Kartel is definitely an icon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like someone he's some I would love to do like a song with him. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
man. He's really talented. It's like he's someone that you have never seen before. It's a total different thing, man. It's
Yeah.
like he's like something that you never dreamed you'd see in dancehall. He's very talented. Unfortunately, he has more sides to his stories. So it's like
His situation, man. Like
situation is crazy right now. So hopefully one day, he'll be able to come back out and do his thing. Because
yeah.
a lot of people wants to see him. A lot of people never seen him perform. I've seen him perform. I've actually done shows with him. I've done a couple of shows. I did a show in Bermuda with him. The first show I did with him was in Bermuda, and then I did one in the Bronx. I did like 3 shows with him.
That's something, man. That's more than me, man. Like I would love to be in the studio with him just to see him work, see him do his thing.
Yeah, yeah. I did a couple of sessions with him before as well. I did there was this guy named Eric Cooper. He passed away last year. He was a radio host slash producer. I remember one day he was doing a juggling that me and Cartel was on the same juggling and we were in the studio recording at the same time. So I have a lot of memories of, stuff that I've just being in this Cartel's presence. Even before a lot of people even knew him or get to know him or heard of him. I knew him from that because I have friends that he was friends with.
Mhm.
So I know him from Waterford when he lived in Portmore when nobody even knew him. Before his manager at that time, as a matter of fact, I saw his manager when yesterday. Yesterday, this guy called Ron Butler, the person that took him to Bounty Killer, is a friend of mine. I saw him yesterday. So that's who introduced me to Cartel before Cartel. Anybody knew him, you know.
Yeah, that's dope.
So that's
So let's get into it. Who like inspired you to get into like music? Like
yeah. The singer that I love a lot is Dennis Brown. There's a singer by the name of Dennis Brown. People can go and Google him. He's one of the Bob Marleys of our music. He's a great singer. He's more like in the vibe of a Beres Hammond, you know, in that vein. So that's who inspired me. That's the first person that I ever see that I've seen perform and sing so perfectly. And I said, that's when I realized that this is what I was chosen to do. I wanted to be a part of this music journey.
all right, that's dope. That's dope. I mean, my inspirations, like I said before, like I'm Nigerian, but like I love dancehall culture and everything. So like I said before, I love Bob Marley. I love
Mhm.
Busta Rhymes. Know what I mean,
Yeah, Buster. A lot of people don't realize Buster. Buster get if you look at his old energy, it's dancehall.
yeah, Yeah, the way he incorporates the dancehall, the African, his
Yeah,
heritage with the New York street shit. And I mean
yeah,
that's like
that's
his style. I mean,
his
the
delivery, the
yeah,
delivery, the way he does it is,
the way he
he,
switches accents around and stuff.
yeah, he performs like dancehall artist energy
Yeah,
also when he's on stage, and that's what gives him the longevity,
mhm.
the multicultural.
Multicultural stuff. Like him and
Yeah,
the girl Nicki Minaj as well. Like she
yes,
had
because what it is when you have multicultural, when you can always switch to another style,
yeah,
unlike just being an American rapper that people after a while get bored of you or whatever. Buster, Nicki, like the Slick Ricks. These people are Caribbean, blood. So they that's why they have these unique styles.
yeah.
Because Slick Rick was born in England, but his parents are Jamaican. So a lot of these guys that you're seeing that's doing it now, even 50 Cent grandmother is a Jamaican woman.
Yeah.
Is
Biggie Small,
so
Joey Badass, all them.
uh yeah, Biggie. Biggie Small's mother and my father are friends. So I'm from the same community. I grew up in the same community as Biggie's mother,
Yeah.
and where I used to see Biggie as a little kid when he used to they used to send him home for the summertime. I used to go home for the summer as well when I was living. And he would always Miss Wallace would always send him home. You know,
That's dope, man. I didn't know that, man. Like that's what
yeah,
like everybody in New York know each other. You know what I mean? It's like that.
yeah. It's one circle. Yeah,
Yeah.
man. So I actually seen Biggie when he was young. This little fat kid. Never knew that he would have became this gigantic.
Career that he's had in a short time, man. That's yeah. We don't know what he could accomplish
Yeah,
in that
yeah.
time, man.
Because when I look at Jay-Z, I'm like, I wonder if Biggie was alive, would he have taken it to that level? Which he had the skill,
He
and he
did.
had and he had
Oh,
a circle because he was developing. He was actually being developed. He was putting together his own team.
yeah, yeah. He had the
So
Junior Mafia, but like he didn't
yeah, so
really like
he was moving. So he was moving in that direction as a businessman.
yeah.
So who's to tell?
You
And
never yeah,
he
you
was
never know like what he could have been Jay if he was still alive.
there. You go, because he was bright like that.
Yeah,
He was
he was
smart.
sharp because he was like, no, I mean he was a street nigga, you know what I mean? Like he had
Yeah, yeah,
that mentality.
yep. He was sharp, and at the same time, he knew the business, and he
Yeah,
learned the business through Puffy, the
Puff.
mistakes that he made. So,
They said
well,
they said allegedly
I,
he was gonna leave Bad Boy and like start his own like
yes,
label.
yes, yes, because he started with Junior Mafia. All
Yeah,
those new records was coming out with Junior Mafia, so he had a crew ready to go.
yeah.
When he passed away, man, tears just ran out my eyes, man, because I just like, yo, why, I remember the
I would
day.
have him too. I would have loved to do a song with Biggie if he was still
Yeah,
alive.
yeah, yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy, but it is what it is, man.
Yeah,
That's why we have to be careful of who you try with.
yeah. You gotta move
You
out
got to be
areas. You
careful.
gotta switch up your
Yeah,
route. You gotta switch
your social circle. You have to be careful of who you with. Because sometimes you hang with some people you don't even know who they have a beef with or what's going on in their lives, but they're around you. You know, and the easiest person to see is actually the star. So if you're a big star and something happened to somebody down the road and you didn't do it, one of your friends, it's your name that's going to be called, and now you become a target.
yeah. So, what was your first placement? Like, how did you first get your first manager, your first show, like your first foot into the industry? Like,
Oh, I mean, since I was at the age of 12, I always like sing, love it, and I started recording, not re-recording. I started performing at the Apollo Theater
oh,
in
that's
yeah, I used to perform there and develop my talent. Unlike now, you see artists, there's no artist development in it. It's
just
like,
not.
yeah, so that's why it comes back to the same thing as Biggie and Busta and all these guys. Talent were developed. You have the talent, but then you need good producers. You need good
Songwriters, musicians.
songwriters. You need a team. These guys now just jump on the computer, put out a record, and that's why this the span of an artist. Artist comes and goes so quick now. Like today, you hear him, he's gone. Today, artist is disposable
Yeah,
so much now.
I feel
Because
like it's I do like social media because like there's the pros and cons of social media. Like I'm with it because like I said,
It's
anybody.
good. It's good.
Yeah, it's good. Like
It is good.
anybody can be a star. And I mean, you can get you can network with people like all over the world and everything,
Yeah,
and
yeah. It's a good thing.
and you can build leverage against like the labels and like stuff like that, and avoid the gatekeepers because most of these A&R
Yeah,
they don't know talent. Most of these
they don't. They don't. I remember from back in the days, they never knew talent. A&R just get jobs and they don't know talent.
they didn't know where
Some
to
of
find
them,
talent.
and also they don't listen when they get a title, you know. And then when the project does not work, they blame it on the artist
Yeah,
when they don't even listen.
yeah.
So
But the
artist development is definitely important because we used to sing on sound systems with the microphone, and and that's how you learn how to perform on stage. That's how you learn voice control. That's when you now guys just go on the computer and do a record,
yeah,
you know.
yeah. I do
So
feel
we
like
used to,
the cons of social media now because like it's over like you said it's oversaturated like anybody and their moms could be an artist now, I mean like
yes.
your mom could be the next like singer next big thing.
I always tell my son like the way how people rap now. I could actually take my mother in the studio and let her,
Like
just watch her.
I could take my little
Because
cousin.
because what they do also, it's not even artists. Now you have all these plugins and plug outs and so
Yeah,
much things and everybody now the auto tunes is like, but then it hurts the artist when it's time for them to perform live.
yeah,
You know, because I've done shows. I remember I did a show in the Bahamas with a certain artist. He had a big record, and when he performed, the people are like, "I need my money back." That's not the artist because he sounded so different from the record.
yeah,
Because at that time when you had auto tunes, you never had have like how they would walk with this auto tune, and you know. So when you hear him live, it's the regular voice, you know, not like the auto tune on the vocals, you know. So everybody's like, "Yo, no, I want my money back, bro." You know, it's crazy.
yeah.
So
Being a studio artist and a session artist is two different things. People don't understand that.
yeah,
You
yeah,
can be good in the studio, but that doesn't mean you're good on like live
yeah.
as an artist.
And that's why I rate people like Michael Jackson and Prince. Them guys are like, wow, whatever you hear in the studio, you're gonna hear it live, you know.
Yeah, they could balance. Anywhere they perform, they're gonna
And
sell out. They could perform in the
and,
bathroom.
and you as an artist, don't you know? You gotta remember that's how you develop like a big following, because people will come out and see you perform, and they're gonna come back because your talent is real. But when people come out and see you for the first time, and they go home like I was disappointed, that's you lose a fan right there. I've actually seen it happen to there was a singer by the name I'll Be Sure. I remember, you know, we saw I'll Be Sure perform, and when he performed, he had a big record out. But when we saw him perform, he was and Bobby Brown and people after that tour, his whole sale dropped.
All right. So how did you link up with Jerry Wonder?
Jerry, I hooked up with Jerry because of a friend of mine's. There's a guy named Rachel. He's a promoter. He used to keep there's a show he calls Sashi that he used to keep. So he's good at he used to do shows with Jerry, Puffy, and all them guys. He's well known in the business.
Yeah.
So he invited me down to Jerry. Um, and Jerry let me hear a rhythm. I wrote that song the same day and recorded it in Jerry's studio. So I've actually met Jerry. But you know, it's so funny. I met Jerry years ago in Jamaica when the Fugees, when nobody knew the Fugees,
Mhm.
when they were doing that big album that they did, the album that put them over at the top.
I know.
I was act, I was actually around them in Jamaica because they did a lot of production in Jamaica. You know, there was a studio called Anchor Studio. That studio is definitely a legendary studio. And I met me and Lauren used to sit down and talk. You know, I used to sit down and reason with them, and not knowing that that album was going to be such a classic. You know, so I met Jerry from that time, and So as I said, I actually hooked up back with him because of my friend. And he played a track for me, and I just wrote on the track that same day and just did a song. And next thing I know, this girl named Kaya Baby, I hooked up with Kaya, put Kaya on the track, you know. And
I
Kaya
heard,
is definitely,
I heard the song that the high grade, man. You sent me the beat for that. I was gonna think about doing a remix to it, doing a freestyle.
yeah, I agree. Big tune, big tune. So
I thought
yeah.
the song was dope. We gotta keep promoting that, man. You gotta keep...
Yeah, we are. But sometimes when you do songs with artists and it's not their record, they don't see the big picture of the business side, knowing that you're gonna be blessed financially, So artists, they're like, some of these artists they have an ego, man. I'm telling you, it's crazy when you do these artists, but they're different, man. They're different. It's different with these artists. They can't see the big picture. They see right in front of their hand, man.
Yeah, she's a
Because
dope.
I don't see how she couldn't see that that's a big record. She was actually pushing another record instead of this record.
Uh, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy. And to me, the other record wasn't as strong as this record. But
Yeah.
people make their own decision. You just gotta leave them be, and do your thing.
Is this your song? Is it her song?
It was my song.
It's
It
your
was
song.
my song. But it's our song because she's on it, and her publishing, she got her publishing.
Yeah.
So that's the most important. You own your piece.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, man.
So, what was the inspiration behind Drive Me Crazy? That's one of your biggest records.
It is the biggest record. That record is a classic where whatever words you hear in the song is true. And when you write songs that's true, like, definitely from real experience, it comes across better. Where other people can, because it's a song that a lot of people can relate to, because a lot of people go through that every day. So you're actually telling people's story. So when you tell people's story for them, it gives the record a long lasting forever thing, because people are gonna always be driven crazy because of relationships, you know,
Yeah.
and they're always gonna be baby mothers. You understand? There's always gonna be baby mama. There's always gonna be baby mama drama that will never go away. So every generation that comes in here, that record will always keep it current, because it's always relatable through life.
Yeah. Um,
Yeah.
what challenges have you faced as an independent, as a international artist? You know what I mean?
Um,
Because you got
we
people who
face a
cross over who are outside the United States, come to the US, some people that blow up, and then there's some people that don't have the same sex. Like you got people like Akon
um,
had a career, and then you got people like MC Jin who was signed to
mhm.
Rough Riders, but his career didn't really launch off like that. It
Yeah.
wasn't.
Sometimes you have to be careful, and it's like sometimes you hear some people with some records and they disappear because of certain deals you sign. Yo, I've been through that the first time around when I got signed to Warner Brothers. You gotta have people who understand contracts, you know, because some people come. Sometimes you see it and you're like, yo, you just want to be an artist, you just want to be a star, but you're not taking care of the business. There's two. You have business and you have music. So you have music business. It's two different words. So you have to separate both of them and take care of both of them. And the music is good, but the business is definitely more important, because you could make a record that sell million platinum, over 10 million, and see not even a dollar because of the paper, because of your signature. And right now, you can even look back and see some artists that you haven't heard from in a while. And you wonder why they made a big record, and it's all because of the deal they signed. And it's a wicked and cruel business, man. Wicked is cruel. I would not hide that from anyone, to know that this business is real grimy. You have to put yourself first. You have to make sure the contract is right. You could come out of these contracts. I mean, people, different experiences, man. I see people walking down the street that has been up there and don't have nothing, and the person that you assigned to is driving a Rolls Royce, and you walking, taking the train. You get me?
Mhm.
And they have no heart. A man will see you walking and falling down and know that he has your publishing and know that he has your product and know that he owns it and he don't care. But these are the people that enters this business. So you have to make sure that you know everything is being taken care of. And don't be afraid to walk away from if you go and have a don't be desperate, you know, like that's another thing. Some people feel like they're running out of time and they're like and they end up signing the wrong deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, some
I
people
mean,
like yeah,
I feel like some people sign deals because like they come from
some,
like I mean different like lower situations. I mean, some people who just want to be they want to be pop stars. I mean,
I'm doing an interview, right? So yeah, sorry about that, boss.
no, you're
Yeah.
straight. You're straight. Do you have any dream collaborations? I mean, somebody who you haven't worked with, you haven't got to work
Uh
with.
you know, I want to do a combination with Barris Hammond. There's I don't know if you're familiar with Barris Hammond. He's one of our icons in Jamaica as a reggae singer.
Okay.
He's um he's definitely the maestro. He's definitely someone that I'd really like to do a combination with. You know, I mean, I don't just want to do a song with somebody because they have a big name and they got a big record. I want has to has to definitely something that I feel spiritually
Mhm.
and would want to connect with, you know.
Yeah. I
And
mean, I would
to
love to
go,
work with anybody. You know what I mean, if you got if the vibe, if I think you're talented, I work with
yeah,
anybody. It doesn't matter if you're signed, if you're
yeah, definitely. It doesn't matter. It's just something about you. It's just like when I heard Kaya, I just wanted to work with Kaya.
yeah.
When I heard Kaya, I was like, yo, I gotta find her. And I called some people and they found her. I was like, this girl is amazing. I need to work with her, you know?
Yeah, her energy is crazy. Yeah,
Yeah,
I watch her rap on Instagram. She's dope.
what she is mad, man. That girl is
You ever consider
oh
like I guess like signing her? I mean, mentoring her? Do you?
no, that's another thing, you know. Sometimes these artists are in a circle where they have to go through it and learn and realize because you might tell them certain things and they'll go back and say certain things and you're telling them something for your own for their own good, but they can't see it at that time until they actually make that mistake and then they learn. Some not everybody you approach a certain way and say, listen, do it this way, you know. Trust me, it's deep. I'd love to be able to tell Kaya, I said, listen, you're going about this the wrong way. Do it this way. You know, but Kaya's the type of person to me, she believes in what she's doing as far as she's right about what she's doing. So you just gotta leave her, let her do her thing.
Are there any American artists you want to work with, like Nicki or Joey Badass, like somebody like that?
Definitely, I definitely work with Nikki because Nikki has that Caribbean vibe in her, man, that she understands what I'm doing. She's coming from there. She knows dancehall. The guy she used to talk to before was Safari.
Yeah, he's nice. I like
Safari,
him.
Safari's father is my friend. I knew Safari when I was a young kid, you know. Safari's father had a sound system, and that's how come he's like that because he grew up. His father was a promoter who used to promote the early dance halls with the early artists like the Peter Metros, the Tiger, the Shabba Ranks. So Safari father used to put shows with them, you know. So that's how Safari is just like his father.
Right.
His
So
father was his father is called Preacher, the gold carrier, because anytime you see him, he always has suits and he had a lot of gold chains and gold. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. So wait, were you
Yeah,
around with Did you used to work with Full Force and like her old group?
I remember. I know. Yeah, I know Full Force. Full Force is from the Brooklyn side, right in the same
Yeah.
area.
No, yeah. They used to. I'm saying, did you? They used to work with Nicki before she was like,
Yes.
no, like when she was.
And I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that part.
Yeah, because
But I
they assembled a group with Nicki and Safari and there was these two other kids in the group. They had a group I think
Oh,
called something squad or something.
okay, okay, okay. But I know I definitely know Full Force
Yeah, they mentored
because
and managed them.
Full Force is Caribbean also.
Yeah,
Guys are Guyanese and stuff like that. So if you notice, all these guys, man, that makes music what it is, are really, especially in the urban music, are Caribbean people, are of African descent. You get me?
yeah,
I mean, directly. So it's crazy. Um, Coming from the Caribbean, how you can have that twist that makes the music different, you know?
yeah. I mean,
Yeah, man.
her group was called the Hood Stars. That was her group.
Oh, the Hood Stars.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
her, Blue Star, and like Scarf B and Safari and Seven Up. It was a group she was in when she was a kid.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Do you have any future plans? Any future music you're working on? Yeah.
Um, um, uh, I don't know. I have a record that just came out yesterday. Um,
I think I just heard it too. I think I heard it. Cause
Wine None.
yeah, because I commented on it too. Because I commented. It's called Redum.
You're talking about the Wine Non-Stop? Wine Non-Stop. That's the
Yeah,
title. Yeah,
'cause I commented it a couple days ago. I thought. Yeah, yeah, I said it was Random Stop. Yes, this.
it's a different vibe.
Okay.
It's a different vibe because I do all different styles. You know, like I could sing. You know, that's different things. But yeah, I'm working on different projects. I'm going to Jamaica. Going back to Jamaica at the end of this month. You know, I have shows coming up. I have Bermuda. I have Grand Cayman. I got different shows that I have coming up performance. So I'm just preparing myself right now to go out on the road and just do what I have do my thing, you know?
Yeah, yeah, that's dope. That's dope. Hopefully, you and I could collab in the future. I would love that. I would love
Yeah, man, no problem. I'd love to hear some of your stuff.
that.
You know, link it, send it to me.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
hold a vibe.
Do you have any plan? Go ahead. Go ahead.
We say me love it, fishy, oh, the girls, them love feel wine and stuff. We love it, fishy, oh, the girls, them just a wine and cut. Girl we slim, girl we fat, girl we love, you know, some different vibes, you know. And then you got the she drive big crazy on and on, cause she's having my baby on and on.
What
And
do
you know,
you?
we have the gangster. Yeah, say it again.
What's your state on Afrobeats and dancehall culture?
Well, the two is similar, you know, very similar. And I don't know if you know, I'm going through some things with an African artist that grew up on music and using my name and spell it different. And I know you must have heard of him.
Yeah,
You know,
he's I think he's Nigerian as well. The other
yeah,
Mr.
yeah,
E. Yeah, I was
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
ask you, what's your thoughts on him? Like,
I mean, I don't even listen to his music, man, because I think it's a disrespect, you know, what they did, you know. Um, it's definitely creating some problems with my brand, you
yeah.
know, being him as a younger artist that came in a digital era, you know.
And he's getting more
Uh,
fame than you are, more exposure, I guess.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Because what they do, they tap in on my stuff also and try to block me, and it's really that's what I tell you. The music is really grimy, and it's people that look like yourself always fight you, you know.
Yeah. I mean, you're not the only person because you got like the Jamaican girl Spice, and then you have the
Hmm.
girl from New York now, Ice Spice. Now they're the names are competing against each other. Like a lot of artists
Yeah,
steal others' names.
yeah. But at least you have the ice on the spice, and you
Yeah,
have spice.
like
But
I
this time,
know, I know you when you think of Spice, you think of ja, 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 boom boom. You think of her, Jamaican
yeah,
Spice.
yeah,
When I think of
yeah,
Spice, because I'm from the Bronx, I think of Ice Spice. I think
yeah. Okay, yeah. Plus, you're in a younger generation as well, so
yeah.
yeah,
I mean, she's part of my
he's
generation too, though. Like Spice.
yeah, definitely. And you know what's so messed up though? I'm not afraid to say this. She's not talented at all.
Oh, Spice.
Ice Spice,
You don't like
Ice
Ice Spice?
Spice. No, she's not. To me, she's more like a marketable tool. That's how they look at it. It's more because right now music is not even about music anymore. The
Yeah,
actual music that I know where we took pride in make songs. Everything that Ice Spice does sound the same.
it does. Yeah, she's very repetitive. I agree with you on that. Like she has dope music. She has great. I like her music, but performing wise and like style, she's not. She needs development. She needs work.
Actually, actually a put together artist. Like we're gonna put you together. You have a look. We're gonna push you to make you make. It's not about her talent really. It's about she got a big ass. She got it cute. We're gonna just let her do a record and do some raunchy stuff. And I see music now going into that vibe where the powers that be don't care about music because what they do. Notice all the females artists that's coming up are all grimy. Like they just DJ about. They rap about um um what they talk about is nothing but low self-esteem things that does not teach the black women nothing. It's all about the pom pom and the this and the that and that. Nothing about teaching me anything really.
I mean, you got certain artists that do that, but they're more
But they're not. But the business is not pushing those artists. They don't
yeah,
want that.
yeah,
The owners of these labels, they don't want that. They don't want to hear no black woman talk about go to school tomorrow. They don't want to hear that. They want to hear the black woman come and say, "Listen, bitch." You get what I'm saying?
yeah,
And people, we as a culture, we're not looking at that. We look past that, and it creates a lot of crime, and it creates a lot of. That's why a lot of times, like you go promoters, when you do certain shows, when promoters do certain shows with certain acts, the person that owns the venue, what they do, you have to pay them certain amount more money for insurance because certain artists pulls certain kind of people that comes with a problem that will create that comes in a fight and a war and certain music. You gotta admit, music is very powerful, man. Music, people go. If I tell somebody to go take a Molly and they look up to me, they're gonna go take it.
yeah,
If I'm an artist that preaches that gives that type of message, yes, I take this and I take that and I take this. My fan base who follows me will do that because that's what I'm showing them. Bob Marley says, stand up right. Whatever Bob Marley teaches, the people that listen to Bob, that's what they do. You know, lively up yourself and don't be no dread. You know, one love, one heart. Let's get together and preach. You're not gonna get these songs anymore. You're not gonna get people because the music industry don't want that. They want to hear I mean, if you look at the latest music of all the artists like Cardi B, Ice Spice, all of them is in the same vein. Nicki started it. You get me? They started, and it was purposely done. Trust me. Yeah, but I mean, it is what it is. That's where it is, and that's what the kids like now.
yeah. Well, we're out of time.
Yeah, we have the time, man.
Easy. I
Respect.
appreciate you coming on my show. Know what I mean, I hope
Yeah,
more interviews to come, more collaboration
and
between you and I. Know what I mean, I would love to do that.
definitely we're gonna link, and I want the people to know. Link me on the Instagram, the official Mr. Easy, THE official Mr. Easy, and also on the TikTok. So we
Uh,
are here doing. Big up
I,
yourself.
I
Thanks for
appreciate
having. All
appreciate you
right.
coming on the show, man. Naijahood NYC episode 3. Know what I mean, go see you.
All right.
Bye. Bye.